travellers, and welcome to a new segment I like to call Movie Reviews Variety Bucket, a compilation of many nutshell reviews I have posted via Rotten Tomatoes to Facebook. More information about how this new video series is going to work will be below in the description bar, but for now let's just get things started with The Orphanage. Subtle, creepy, but also quite simple, The Orphanage isn't the most terrifying movie you'll ever watch, but if you prefer more suspense and mystery in horror films like I do, this movie is worth checking out at least once. Suckerpunch. Paper-thin plot, barely developed characters, but balls-to-the-wall silly, nonsense-ridden action sequences. And yet this all makes it spectacularly entertaining to watch, even if it makes almost no sense at all. If you can laugh at all the silliness, you will enjoy this film. Rango. Working both as a homage and a parody of classic western films, Rango may be a very predictable film in terms of plot, but it still manages to entertain with numerous tongue-in-cheek references to western movie cliches, as well as impressive voice acting and animation to keep the audience interested and entertained. Kick-ass. One word describes this movie perfectly: inconsistent. It can't seem to decide is it supposed to be a comical take on the real-life kid becoming superhero idea, or taking itself seriously. Despite the fact that there are numerous light-hearted scenes that do mock the cliche of superhero films, yet in others it is balls-to-the-wall brutal action filled with movie logic. Said movie logic scenes are fun and you do end up caring about the characters, but when you are not sure if you're supposed to be laughing at particular scenes or be shocked. While it is far from a bad film, it wouldn't hurt to have been more consistent. Van Helsing. Filled to the brim with time inconsistencies, tons of bad movie logic and overacting rampart throughout the cast, Van Helsing is the perfect example of a movie that is so bad it's good. As long as you don't take it too seriously, this movie will end up making you laugh at just how silly it actually is. Big Momma's House 2. Bland, unfunny, unoriginal, with so much contrived and forced character development, Big Momma's House 2 is so utterly void of anything remotely entertaining that there isn't anything to really make fun of. Want a hilariously bad film? Go watch Alien Resurrection, or Van Helsing, or Sucker Punch, rather than this less than half-arsed effort of a film. Paul. Despite being considerably lighter on the parody elements from other Pegg and Frost films, this film plays to the best strengths of both the characters, in both the chemistry between all the characters, as well as the simplicity of it all. You really feel like Paul becomes one of the group, making both the geeky humour and memorable characters that much more fun to watch. While not as clever as other Pegg and Frost films, Paul gets enough laughs out of it and good enough acting to make it a must-see for any fans of these buddy pair. Team America: World Police. In amongst all the toilet humour and sex jokes, there is actually quite a clever and well thought out parody of both recent events in political history and your classic super marionette shows such as Thunderbirds. While admittedly this is not my kind of humour that I would normally enjoy, I also must admit that this is executed in a very effective and humorous way. Just don't watch this if you are easily offended. Alien Resurrection. Rehashed plot, paper-thin characters, and filled with ridiculous movie logic, this film is so silly that it's worth at least a rental just for a night of so bad they're good films, for no other reason than just to laugh at it, really. Avatar. A controversial film in terms of my opinion of it. Most of what has been done in Avatar has been done better, including the very predictable plot and character development for the environmentalist themes. However, decent acting and very creative scenes involving the world will be a make or break points of the film for most people on the fence about seeing it. If you can enjoy the film for what it is and/or are a big fan of wildlife and tribe documentaries like I am, then this is something that will be imaginative, flawed but still entertaining. If you find yourselves picking the film apart at the seams, this will be something to avoid. Overall, it's a shame that they focused so much on the amazing visual that the characters and story got left behind considerably. But having at least some effort makes it worth seeing for at least one viewing to form your own personal opinion. Until the next time, this has been Movie Reviews Variety Bucket. Farewell.